knocking down Sano's opposite field drive on the ground. Skipping to Romine, and an error throw. I think it went into the camera well. It did.
Yep.
And so Hicks will gain second base. So a speedy runner at second with one down. And that'll bring up Brian Dozier.
Yeah, Romine, I mean, Hicks hit this ball sharply. Romine had plenty of time to make a good throw and just overshot Avilas. Avila, watch Avila right here. There's airmails Avila. He leaps for it.
Came right. It may have hit our camera standard. That's what Brad Ausmus is coming out to check. The ball came, whatever it hit, it very quickly rebounded onto the field. And an umpire or the umpires said that the ball went through the railing.
Yeah, there's no netting down there. There's netting in front of the dugout.
And they're checking whether they can challenge it. I'm not even sure that this is a reviewable call. It maybe should be, but I don't believe this is a reviewable call. No, and it must be a reviewable call because the Tigers want it reviewed.
Now, if it hit one at a post and came back into play,
right,
then the ball is, I believe, still alive.
There's the ball sailing wide, and you can't really see.
Yeah, Butch Davis kind of getting away. Get Butch Davis to move over a little bit, please.
So again, the original call made on the field was that it was an overthrow off the field, meaning Hicks would end up at second base. So they need to find an angle. The Tigers do. Need the umpires or the people in New York to find an angle or a view that says the ball hit one of those posts and came back.
Yeah, I was watching a home plate umpire, Amari. He was down there. He's the one that said, you know, it went into the camera well and awarded Hicks second base. The other umpire, the taller umpire there, Ted Barrett, he's the crew chief.
Marty, that's kind of your territory. What'd you see?
Well, I bailed on the play, luckily, but Rob, who is running our camera right here on the first base side, it hit, I think, the posts on his camera because the sound of that ball and what it hit was absolutely metal. It did not hit like a cushioned post. It made that clanging sound where it hit metal.
Right.
And looking around in this camera well, there's really nothing else that's metal. Maybe the bleacher itself where the cameras sit. But I don't think at all that it hit off the post. I'm almost 100% convinced, although I had my eyes tightly shut as I bailed, that it hit the legs of our camera here.
Well, that was my thought too. If it hit a padded post, it wouldn't have caromed as quickly as it did. And you saw Romine there. It's an error to him, regardless of whether it's a 1 or 2 base error. But let's listen, and maybe we can tell. I can't tell. Sounded like it hit Dan Gladden's glove in Kansas City the other night. So Hicks right now is at second base, and we'll see what the verdict is.
The headsets are coming off, and he is awarded second base.
And that's why the original call on the field, maybe more so than last year, is so important. Fewer calls are reversed on the field. And so Dozier will hit with the tying run at second and 1 out. And behind him is Mauer. Twins catching a break here on a fairly routine ground ball. It's a 2-base error charged to Romine.
See if the Twins can take advantage of getting that extra out.